They're undermanned, and if you're going to be a champion, you got to treat this team that way.
But they will come in here, they will pass the ball, they lead the league in passes, and they will fight you, and they will play as hard as they can. As we drive your board here on a Saturday night, Ronnie Garrettson, our crew chief, along with Eric Lewis and Haywood Workman. McConnell turns, and this rebound cradled by Kevin Love. Here comes Kyrie Irving on the push. The mid-range, and he gets to go. Good start.
Cavs coming right out, being aggressive. Love rebounds. Kyrie with the jumper.
Anderson, left-handed player, very strong, as you can see, compactly built like a linebacker. Charge cut up by LeBron. Anderson hits that three ball.
Yeah, he's not a bad shooter either, but from a standstill position.
Came over in the Nerlens Noel deal. They're glad to have him. Rick Carlisle didn't want to give him up, but wanted Noel. Love from 20 feet, good stroke.
Good opportunity. He forgot about the three-point line, make the shot. Knocks it down.
4-3 Cavaliers. Luau Cabarro, very athletic, good slasher. LeBron went down. Saric taking his time, shadowed by Thompson. McConnell, pass first point guard. Cabarro missed it, and a shove on Kyrie Irving as Anderson went flying into the bench. He didn't like being shoved. That is a big man there out of Virginia. Justin Anderson.
Yeah, they're going to look for this as a fragrant.
Yeah, they may have a case.
Yeah, they may have a case here. Yeah, that's what they're going to call flagrant on that one.
Ronnie Garrettson will review it. I don't know if you want to push that guy.
And perhaps this was Kyrie covering for his teammates, because watch what happens to LeBron in the middle of the floor here as he gave the shove to LeBron in the back.
Yeah, you're right. Well, you know what? I take it back. I like that, what Kyrie did, because that's what you have to have in this league. You got to protect each other's back.
It's a flagrant one, as you would suspect.
But that's what you got to have. I mean, Kyrie did exactly what he should have done.
Kyrie's first flagrant of his NBA career. And the man they call TLC, Timothé Luau Cabarro. Well, he's not going to shoot it. He goes away. Now it's Anderson instead to shoot the Tex. As he gets the first.
But see, that type of protection for each other and toughness, Fred, is what they have to start showing now, because these teams are not fooling around with the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have given everybody a feeling that they can beat them now, so the Cavs have to re-earn their respect.
Here comes Holmes. While Cabarro missed it. Working on his jump shot. Not the strongest suit of his game right now, but they love his athleticism. LeBron spins from the rack against the shot blocker. Missed it. As Holmes, a very good rim protection and runner on the floor, but he couldn't reel it in. Cavs get it back.
They have a lot of good athletes, but they don't play well together.
They're 29th in protecting the ball. Kyrie Irving off the screen, and a rubber rim jumper for Kyrie Irving, 6'5".
Nice shooter's touch for Kyrie in the middle of the defense.
Opening 2 minutes of play here at Fox Sports Ohio. We'll be back with you Sunday night. A 5:30 start. And Kevin Love with a good strong foul, sending the rookie from France to the free throw line.
He did a great little move here, got JR out of position, had a good lane to the basket, and that's how you protect the rim.
And that's really what Luau Cabarro wants to do. He's 6'6", 21 years of age, and a first-round draft pick of this team last summer, 24th overall. Spent some time this year for development purposes in the D-League, averaged 14 points a game.
Well, how would he sign an autograph?
TLC. Yeah. He says, I'm just giving a lot of TLC.
Yeah, that's a lot of letters in that name.
Yeah. So it's 7-6. I know you'll be saying TLC the rest of the night.
Yeah, I'm not going for that.
LeBron forced the switch against Holmes. Focuses on LeBron's chest. LBJ nudged it. Missed it. Got it back and down.
Well, if you don't succeed the first time, second time is good.
Here comes T.J. McConnell.
Holmes, hard driving, nice move.
Yeah, he's been playing well. He's since the All-Star break, he's been doing pretty good.
Doug Brown, his head coach, loves him. Says he's the most improved player on the roster. Tristan Thompson against McConnell on the missed jump hook. 9-8 Philadelphia the ball and the lead. They're coming off a loss against Atlanta, which only 8 players gets. McConnell line drives it. Oh, it's stuffed home by Anderson. Nobody put a body on Justin Anderson, so he's got 7 already.
And that's been a problem for the Cavaliers. You got to put bodies on these guys. They're very athletic, and these guys in this league, they will make you pay if you don't put bodies on them.
Carrying, Love in a pick and pop. Off the mark, rebound into the lap of LeBron James. Love in a cut. Nice move, jump hook. Over, charge. Kevin Love's got 4.
Good cut without the basketball that time. Love got into the right spot with a little baby hook shot.
Which he continues to be over 50% shooting this season with a jump hook. Anderson doesn't go much to his right. Sharch has really been dribble driving him late, and he scored it. Again, he's 6'10", so good size.
Oh,
out
yeah.
of Croatia.
A lot of mobility, and I like the first step, strong first step.
And that's the difference. We've seen his aggressiveness since we saw him in November. 13-10, long launch. We're tied! J.R. Smith.
When he starts getting that back, which you could see it in the last game, when he starts getting that catch and shoot back, that's when his legs are starting to come back to him.
And a foul before the shot. A grabbing of the shirt. And a Cavalier foul, so it'll be side out. But Kevin Love on that nice little deep position.
Yep, over the top, gets inside, gets that left shoulder in the lane.
Kevin Love has picked up his second foul. Remember, fouled out last night. Pass intended for home. Pilfered by Tristan Thompson. LeBron James changes gears, puts it up, no. And he will shoot a couple as he was going seriously downhill.
Yeah, but that is what they want to do. They want to get downhill all the time. The key is downhill for 4 quarters. That's how you win ball games, and you don't let teams off the hook. You got to continue the pace for 4 quarters.
Yeah, because Ty Lue thought that the pace lessened last night in Chicago.
Oh, yes, the second half, Fred, it was a different team.
Because Cavs led by 11 in the early portions of the third quarter, and then Chicago put 37 points on them in the third. Hey, Moondog and Sir CC will welcome their mascot friends to the queue this Sunday when the Cavs face the Pacers. Everybody can stay after the game, shoot a free throw on the court. Seats are still available, so get your seats at Cavs.com/tickets. Cavs basketball is presented by Discount Drug Marts. That was short, as LeBron's got 3. They've got 8 lead changes already. Cavs up by 1. Cameron had turned his head at Holmes with a miscommunication there.
And again, that's because they don't really know each other. All these guys are new, not starters, and they're starting to learn how to play the game with each other.
Carry off the glass, no. Rebound knocked out of there by Holmes, controlled by the blue shirts. McConnell, a very good facilitator.
Oh, yes, very good. He understands how to run a team.
Sharch stopped on a dime. Thompson, good contested. Sharch backed it home. I don't know if he wanted to.
That's a scoring shot there. He knew the angle he was in. Just shoot the ball to the square. 9 times out of 10, it's going to go in from that position because you're directly in front of the basket.
He's very well schooled. His dad played professionally as well in Croatia. On the cut. Kyrie Irving gets fouled. Beautiful basketball there. Yep. Kyrie's got 6, looking for 7.
Coming off the pick with a C cut, moving without the ball. Kyrie to the hoop for 2. Coming around the pick, right? 1 extra step rather, and that was the step he needed to get the advantage. Opportunity for a 3-point play.
That's the same letter C as on these beautiful championship black Cavalier jerseys, right? The C.
That's right.
As in C cut.
As in C cut.
17-15, Cavaliers with a 2-point lead. Early on in this one. Anderson run up the spot. Holmes, an improving jump shooter. Had a funny rotation there, but he hit it.
You call it right on, Fred. He's been playing well. Mid-range shots, it looks funny, but it goes in.
He's even added the 3-ball to his arsenal. He's hit 19 triples this year. Kyrie Irving rises, no. Rebound for Thompson. JR got his legs in it. Missed Kevin Love. Another chance for the Cavaliers and a foul. And that's what has been hurting the Cavs the last couple of games on the reverse side with other teams getting offensive rebounds.
Right, it's good to see the Cavs get some second chance opportunities.
San Antonio and Chicago had those opportunities.
Well, again, I just thought they ran out of gas the second half in Chicago. I mean, because they played so different in that first half that I think they just ran out of gas.
Giving enough steps away, no. Rebound to the leaping Gerald Henderson, who's had the hip issues all season long, coming off surgery last year. Healthy tonight. Anderson stopped them by. Ball swing to Stauskas, over to Šarić. Missed it. Rebound to Kevin Love. Šarić has hit 100 triples this season now. Really been a nice story for him. LeBron James lost the ball. Off the collision, saved in the hands of Kevin Love. Kevin jumps. Missed the mid-ranger. Up the back. Thompson no. Controlled by the Sixers. Again, these guys will come at you with everything they've got. Those are Brett Brown Martinez.
Well, the coach is giving them freedom, Fred. You can see the way they play the game. He gives them a system, and they just run the system, and they never stop. They're full of energy and very athletic.
Just like their head coach, Brett Brown. This ball rebound not reeled in, so Philadelphia will have the possession upon a return, as the big three so far have combined for 10 early points.
Welcome back to the Q. Cavs Sixers all tied up at 17 here in the first quarter, and as the Cavs find themselves in a bad spot for LeBron James last night, many wondering if this team can rely on what they went through in the finals last season, being down 3-1. Can they? Well, as quick as Kyrie Irving is to say, this season is much different. The journey is nothing like it was a season ago. There is something, he says, that is the same, and it's time this team, he says, takes control of it.
We know we have the culture here. We know we have the guys. And when we know when we're not playing up to our level, and we need it. It's just a wake-up call. So whatever you want to call it, you know, we know what to expect from one another. We've done it at a very high level, and now we got to do it at an even different level.
Yeah, to win a championship, LeBron James on the touchdown feed. Somehow, he was face-guarded by Anderson, and Love's pass found the mark of that former St. V wideout.
I mean, that was a great pass and a great catch that time, because he was really, it was almost like it was a wide receiver against a defensive back. LeBron was going down the floor, good pass by Love.
And he face-guarded.
And he face-guarded him.
So he fouled before the shot, but this thing was right on the money. Anderson had no idea where that one-handed grab was going to come from. Then I'm like Beckham, I guess you could say LeBron did. Kyrie Irving, good energy, looks at Thompson inside, he went through Stauskas for an easy one.
Yes, doing a good job of looking for the open man that time. Double T throws the hammer down.
So all the Cavaliers starters have scored now, 19-17. Henderson still a strong driver of the basketball game. Here comes Holmes, good size at 6'10". Ripping hook is way short.
Had a flat tire that time.
Here comes LeBron in the open floor. Inside Thompson is fouled. Couldn't quite get the clean grip. And Tristan will shoot a couple.
Running the floor, that's one thing that the Cavaliers definitely have to start doing for 4 quarters, is run the floor. Put the pressure on the defense at all times. LeBron with a nice pass to Double T, goes to the line, he gets 2 shots.
Cavs have had 5 transition opportunities already.
Oh.
So Tristan,
okay.
A couple. Who are you talking to?
Referee.
Okay. I thought you had me worried. I thought you were talking to yourself.
He even says no clear path because he was posting up.
Okay, don't forget on FS1, as the series goes to Martinsville, the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup. As Kyle Busch, the defending champion, back coverage begins 12:30 as NASCAR takes center stage on FS1. Rick Lewis coming over to explain, which is cool. I love when the officials do that.
Yes.
Explain on the fly why certain fouls are called. I mean, they can't do it every time. Below Cabarro inside, takes his time. So the rookie's got 4. Sixers hanging in there, down 1. Kyrie Irving, pocket pass, Thompson. Off the square, they definitely intended to do.
Kyrie doing a good job of using that pick and roll properly. Double T to the square. It's always good.
22-19. Henderson off the screen, and he hit it.
He has a funny rotation on his shot. It's a line drive shot, but he can knock it down.
Kind of planetary rotation, 22 apiece. LeBron turned the corner, inside, spins it up and in, and he's fouled.
And he has a nice rotation on his shot, and it goes in.
24-22 with the and one forthcoming.
Now LeBron turning the corner, takes the bump to the square. Opportunity for three-point play. Up, under, flip.
A shot that he made look easy, didn't he? Against Holmes, who has great length as a shot blocker.
But once you get into the body, you have control of him once you get into his body.
As our Quicken Loans engineered to a maze spinner. Got some air under that one and knocks it down. So LeBron's got 6 now. 25-22. Sean Long checks in. We didn't see him the last time out. Signed recently to a 2-year deal after a 10-day contract. Henderson had to give it up. All inside the Long. Somebody moved the bucket. Here come the Cavaliers. Shumpert on that floor. Out there with Kyrie in the backcourt. 3.5 to play in the opening quarter. Nick Stauskas now will guard his childhood idol, LeBron James. Ball swing to Kyrie. Shumpert around the spot, mid-ranging. Too firm. Thompson back tapped it. LeBron chased it down. Because he did not control the tap, he was able to do that into the backcourt. Kyrie, one man to beat, spins it up. It is! Somehow, some way against Long, and a timeout for Brett Brown.
Well, you know you did when you let Kyrie get into your body. That's right, Kyrie got into his body, then that leaves that spin move off the board very easy.
He went
into the body, spin move.
That's calling going short against Long. We'll be back. 27-22, Cavaliers. A difference of 5. This is currently the Cavaliers' biggest lead so far. But LeBron James picking up where he left off last night. Now is the number 7 all-time leading scorer. He's got 6 points. He'll probably pass Dirk Nowitzki in a couple of years. Dirk wants to play next year. He's about 1,500 and change behind the great Dallas Maverick. But tonight's Cold Hard Facts brought to you by Crisp Refreshing Coors Light. Pretty amazing stat. I'm sure Carl Cronenberg came up with this. You see LeBron's total in the entire 6 roster, over 3,000 behind him. A one-man band that is called. The great LeBron James. Stauskas on the give up to Long. Good job defensively. Sharrish wanted it. Now he gets a post-up a little further out though. Crafty player. Takes his time, bodied up. Slings it up, no. Excellent defense on the arm bar by Tristan Thompson. Irving off that screen. Love swings it. Darren Williams now out there. Shumpert. And the missed rebound by Philadelphia. Here comes Sharrish. Got to stop the ball. Inside. Long. Missed it again.
Wow.
2-point blankers. He's missed wide right. He's played pretty well for these guys. Had an 18-point game Long did against Chicago. Williams mid-ranging and hitting.
He's very good, Fred, at using that little quick pick and that jumper, that short-range jumper. Kyrie does the same thing, but Williams really is efficient with that shot.
He has now by 7. TLC to the hole, and he finished it.
That TLC.
Timothé Luwawu.
He's not bad.
6, no.
He's not bad. He's long and he's pretty athletic.
And they really like his upside. Again, just 21 years of age. He says, I bring a little bit of everything to my ball club. Very confident player. Over the top, Kevin Love. Inside, did they give him a continuation or not? I don't think so.
Down low, over the top, Love. That's what you do. You seal. He did a good job of sealing that time, but they didn't give him the call, but he gets 2 shots.
They're over the limit. So non-shooting foul, but Kevin at the line for 2. And missed it first. Hey, kids ages of 5 to 14 can register now for 2017 Cavs Academy summer basketball camps throughout Ohio and Pennsylvania. Every player will receive an expert instruction, a uniform, and a basketball. For information and registration, go to Cavs.com/ Cavs Academy.
You know, the Cavs have been, everybody is documented, they've having problems, but believe me, Fred, winning can cure all ills. If the Cavs could get a little streak going here at home and go into Boston, that would be a nice way to go into Boston on a 3-game win streak.
Indiana here, then Orlando. Pacers have struggled of late, trying to hang on to a playoff spot. Kevin Love was looking for a whistle, didn't get it. Here comes Sharich. Open floor feed to Henderson. Puts it up against Shumpert, and he scored it. So Gerald Henderson has 5. He's missed 10 games with a hip ailment. And he had hip surgery over a year ago. 4-point game. Irving off the glass, set it up. Thompson, this is change back up, belted by Long. Another chance for the Cavaliers. Deep three. Williams had to take it with a short shot clock. Controlled by the Sixers. Henderson wants the floor spread. And Luau Cabarro hits the jumper. So the rookie knocks it down, 30-29. Give him 8. Sixers not going away early here.
No, that's the type of team they are now, Fred. I mean, I don't expect them to do well next season. I mean, because this team, they don't go away. That's one thing they have established this year.
They'll have their own high draft pick. They could get the Lakers if it's outside the top 3. They'd get Ben Simmons, so in effect, the number 1 overall pick coming next year. Embiid if he's healthy.
Oh, boy.
Channing Frye off the bench.
Embiid has already showed you what he can give you, and he's a monster.
He would be the rookie year, but he's only played 31 games. Kyrie with left hand as he beat Long to the goal. So Kyrie with a splendid first quarter here with 11.
Yeah, Kyrie doing a good job of being ready to spring into action when the opportunity presents itself. A little bit slow for Philadelphia. He gets to the basket for 2.
Here comes Stauskas. Good 3-point range. Can also get to the rim. Pester's shot that he missed. Excellent defense by Irving without fouling. And so the Cavaliers emerge from the opening quarter with plenty of points, 32. But they've got to slow down the 76ers scoring mentality. They come up with 29. Cavs shoot 46% from the floor in the first quarter. Ditto the visitors from Philadelphia. 1 quarter of the books here on Fox Sports Ohio. Cavs +3.
Texas, May the 13th, he will be fighting UFC 211. Everybody, let's wish him good luck and make some noise for him, everybody. And he is going to help us out with our Huntington Bank t-shirt toss. If you want a t-shirt, get out of your seat and everybody make some noise!
Cleveland is a tough city.
We can do this. This is my hometown. This is my city. This is Ohio. You want me, Daniel? This is Cleveland. Get up, Daniel. Let's go.
You heard what the champ right said. He wants everybody to get loud. He wants everybody to get crazy. And everybody make some noise. Let's go to work, baby. Give it up. Your Cleveland Cavaliers.
And just a reminder, if you happen to step away from the game like Joe Hayden sometimes does, know it's always available anywhere you go on Fox Sports Go, as Joe knows, presented by Metro PCS. Big time Cleveland sports fan, as we know. We love how he supports the ball clubs. All right, go back to this play here.
Right, the floor is spread now. When Kyrie comes off the pick, 1,001 count, 1,002. Tristan goes. He's got the advantage when he goes by having patience on the offensive end.
Cavaliers start the second quarter with Darren Williams out there. Pocket passing to LeBron James. Score it up, put it down, count it. Looking for the end one again.
It just happened again. When he came off the pick, he 1,001 count, then take off. That gives the defense a chance to settle. Watch. He's going to come off the pick. 1,001. Well, actually, he went right away that time because the pick was so bad. I mean, the defense on the pick was so bad, he didn't have anywhere to go but straight to the basket.
Or in my neighborhood, we would say 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. 3, right? That works too, right?
Yeah, it works. Yeah, it works all the time. And all it is having patience, especially when the guy's going to set the pick. When the guys come in and set the pick, you need to count 1,001. Give him a chance to set, so he won't draw the foul.
Yeah, that's a great point. That'll be in the basketball my way.
Oh, you better believe it.
Oh, Cabarrot gave it up. Of course, we'll have 53 states by the time that comes alive. Ball lost inside.
Oh, the defense is really active here in this first half.
DeAndre Liggins getting a chance here tonight on the early rotation. See if he can provide a defensive boost. Thiago Splitter off the bench now. LeBron spins on with 3. Knocked it down. Welcoming Thiago back to the fray. He's only played tonight now 2 games this season, coming off a hip injury.
And LeBron give him a nice welcome, a 3 in his eye.
Ball goes out of bounds to the Cavaliers.
See, now he's used to San Antonio. See, he's used to San Antonio's pace. That time, it didn't work quite like San Antonio, and it was a turnover.
Former Spur, of course, along with Brett Brown. They were together there. 38-29. LeBron against Stauskas. Turns on him. And put it down! Looking for another and one. He's got 2. And looking for 3 as Stauskas fouled him.
I think the Cavaliers like being at home, Fred. The energy level looks good. They're shooting the ball well. LeBron doing a good job backing down. Goes up over the top. Has enough strength to get it down from the foul line after being fouled on the wrist.
It's got to be surreal for Stauskas to guard LeBron James. He grew up in the Toronto area, and growing up, it was a yearly foray to the Q around Christmas time to watch LeBron James and the Cavaliers play because he idolized LBJ. In fact, he got a picture taken with him at the Palace when he was playing for the Michigan Wolverines. So the first time he faced him, he said it was just, I couldn't believe it. I'm looking up at the guy that I had posters of, Stauskas, and a nice little flick. So Nick Stauskas, in his 3rd year. Yep.
Definitely a good shooter. Good rotation on his ball.
He's got his confidence back this year after a wayward season a season ago. 40-31. Cavaliers' biggest lead has been 11. LeBron James over Stauskas. Rebound to Holmes. But Brown trying to shuttle guys in and out. Because again, he's got basically 8.5 players here tonight. The Splitter is on a minutes restriction, as I mentioned. So trying to utilize his timeouts as well. And what has been a quick pace first half because of the Cavaliers forcing the issue. As LeBron's got all 8 wine and gold points. Well, the helicopter.
Check Cleveland Casino. Spin to win. Follow the roulette wheel as it spins, and if the roulette ball lands on your section, that means everyone in your section, 21 and over, wins a free buffet.
Cavaliers basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by AT&T Internet. Visit att.com/keepcalm to learn more. And by your local Toyota dealers. For over 30 Toyota offers, visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota, well, let's go places. Well, it's pleasure to be going places with a guy who really needs no introduction, going back to George Karl's rookie year when they basically kind of saved basketball in our time. World Be Free, who's part Philadelphia, part Cleveland. Welcome back, World.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back. And I'll tell you right now, I'm having a lot of fun. I want to congratulate Cleveland on that championship. I'm just telling you that right now.
Yeah, you had to be rooting for him once the Sixers got eliminated from regular season play, right?
I was rooting for him anyway because the fact that I'm a big part of Cleveland.
I know.
And I'm telling you right now, when they had the miracle in Richfield, the whole 9 yards, you guys, Austin, Bingo, everybody doing their thing camping, I just felt that this is a basketball town.
Without question. And you helped save it because for the younger fans that don't recall, in the 84-85 season, you guys started 2-19. I think you were hurt at that particular point in time.
Yes.
Then you got healthy. George put you in the starting lineup, and you guys made the playoffs and pushed Boston to the limit.
Well, it was a fantastic year for us. When we started 2-19,
right?
And you know the guys were wanting to win, you know, and people were talking about us like we were cadavers, like we were, you know, we wasn't even here. So you know, after a while, we got in the locker room. We said, look, we got to go ahead and get respect, and in order to get respect, you got to bring it.
That's right.
And now that the statute of limitations has passed, was Phil Hubbard indeed fouled late in game 1 that would have given him an and one that maybe would have helped you guys win that game?
Well, he was fouled, but the thing about it, you know what I mean, you can look at 16 times, but you know the call we were still sitting on the sideline.
I know.
Saying the same thing.
Yeah, I got it.
But the Celtics had to know that you guys really put fear into them because you guys tied each other in the 4-game series with best of 5, tied each other in total points.
Well, you got to. They expected Boston to really win the whole NBA championship that year. Right. And the thing about it, with our 5-game series, they beat us within that series within a total of under 10 points.
Right.
At the whole series was down. So we fought hard, we worked well, and everybody I had to go ahead and congratulate. But the thing about it, I wanted to congratulate these fans, though, when they came out in Richfield. Awesome. I mean, that's a long ride. It was like 1 million people out there.
Well, you turned the city on fire, man. They were. This city was unbelievably. Everybody was into it. I mean, it was amazing how it all. I want to ask you one question.
All right, AC.
What is it like to come in the helicopter with red carpet? What is that like?
Well, I tell you, the helicopter was great, and the jet that they gave me to come here, to get here.
Right.
But when I saw the helicopter, it was like one of those cartoon helicopters, and I thought they wanted me to renegotiate my contract while I was up in the air. And I wasn't going to do that. I said, wait a minute. But when I got down and I seen about 300 people out there waiting for me, it was like unbelievable when they poured it out for me. Yeah. And I tell you, it was. I thank God for all of it. You know what I mean? Definitely. Had a lot of fun in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, you could always score the ball. I was in San Francisco working television when you were on that team with Bernard King, and I think you guys were on the 47-win team that did not make the playoffs.
Right.
I mean, that was a dynamic group that you guys had, too.
Well, when they traded me from Golden State to Cleveland, that's the helicopter. Notice the hot pants, but hey, you know what I mean? But we were rolling, you know.
That's right.
We did what we had to do. But when they traded me from Golden State to here, you know what I mean? I always said, when I told Ron Brewer, because Ron Brewer was the person they traded for me, Ron said, well, you're going to have a heck of a time there because nobody loves basketball. I said, Ron, come on, man. Basketball is in Cleveland. I said, I was there with the Miracle of Richfield. You know what I mean? I was there, and I seen how the people were, like, just unbelievable out here. So I said, we're going to try to get it close to something like that again one day.
Well, you did it, because I'm telling you, this city was on fire.
I remember the night you clinched against the New Jersey Nets. He carried George Karl off the floor, right?
Yeah, he was happy, too. Yeah, George Karl. One thing about George, I have to say this about George. George is he was a basketball mind.
Yep.
You know what I mean? For somebody who come in from, I guess, the D League or wherever he came from.
Right.
At that time, the Eastern League. Right. He came in, but he came in with an attitude, and he's kind of put that attitude on all the players.
I got you.
Yeah, it was his rookie year, of course.
Yeah.
Short-lived with the Cavaliers, getting fired the next year.
Yeah. But the thing is, you know, you have to go for what you're going for now, as opposed to later.
Liggins rescued the air ball. Cavaliers know the clock continues to tick. Shot by Shumpert off the mark. Cavaliers by 15.
Now, well, you got a lot of young players here, man, in Philly now. What do you think about the future of the team? Because Embiid and Simmons, they got some guys that really have potential here that could really make this a great franchise here in the future.
Well, if you look at it, you got a guy like Joel Embiid. Man hasn't played really basketball for like 5 years in a row. He hasn't really played. But him, as an individual, the guy has pride. He wants respect. So he gains what he wants. He gets out there on that basketball court.
I got you.
And Brett Brown has said that Ben Simmons is going to be the point guard of this ball club with his size, considering he's 6'10", and I know he's a great passer.
And it seems like Ben Simmons grew about another 2 inches since
really?
he's been here.
Really?
Yeah, I told him that the other day. I said, Ben, you look like you grew another 2 inches since you've been here. And his arms are long, he's lean.
Wow.
He's in shape. And he's like, when I'm watching him in practice, just tell him practice. He's like a baby Magic Johnson.
Is he really?
Yeah. And he practiced with LeBron. He worked out with LeBron.
Oh, yeah.
And so LeBron probably gonna beat him up, and make him strong.
They're close.
You know what I mean? Come on, that makes you strong.
That's right. Yeah.
But they're close. They have the same age, and I know LeBron has mentored the young Ben Simmons. Thinks he's got a tremendous future. Darioch on that pitch. Here comes TLC on the give up inside. Stolen though by Liggins. And they get a kicking violation on the Cavaliers. Well, what are they going to say in Philadelphia when they see you on Cleveland television?
Oh boy.
Well, if I'm on the sidelines, walking around the sidelines with y'all next year,
You'll know.
You know what they said.
You know what they said to you.
See you. Wouldn't want to be you.
Well, we would gladly have you.
Thank you. You know what I mean? I'll have to start up those AC basketball camps.
It's like we'll know exactly.
Exactly. Well, I understand that. You know what really gets me about Cleveland? If they like you here and they see that you work hard, they will accept you in this city.
Oh, no doubt.
That's right. That's right.
You know what I mean? You don't have to have the greatest talent. Look at Dellavedova.
Right.
You know what I mean? God, I don't think could have played in the park with me. You know what I mean? No, I'm only saying it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the way he worked so hard, man, the people love this man.
Oh yeah, they love
You know
him.
what I
Yep, exactly.
Sharsh, good-looking young player.
Love him.
Dario Sharsh. What do you like about him the most?
Dario is a right-handed Tony Kukoc.
Yep.
Okay, got you. Okay.
You know, he can handle the ball. He can rebound.
Right.
He's more physical though. He don't play.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. He's physical. Okay.
Yeah, one of our guys. I remember we were in the game and Dwight Howard shot a bone in his chest. Boom. Normally, when Dwight Howard shoots a bone in your chest,
Right.
you back down.
Right.
He came right back at Dwight Howard. Didn't move.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like did not move. So I saw
I got you.
greatness coming out of a man that from Croatia that had to go ahead and adjust to this game.
Yes.
As Joe would say, a standing O for World B Free. Half of 10, World B Free's Cavaliers leading World B Free's 76ers. He's caught in between, but who will ever forget the arrival of World B Free, such a crowd favorite. Not too many guys got off the floor in his jump shot as high as World did, and averaged over 20 points a game as a Cavalier, had a lot of flair. Now, what do you see from Kyrie in a different position, but how he plays the game?
Well, what I see at Kyrie is like an assassin. I see a guy that just he wants it every time, you know, and he's very dangerous because he got the inside-outside game. He has that in-between game. He can do it all. I mean, he can hit the set shot. You know, he can just do it.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, he's a dangerous person on a basketball court.
And I know in analytics, you know, the in-between game is not considered cool, but it's an important part of the game. You lived on it, AC lived on it, and it's always there.
And AC was one of the best that did it.
Oh, he was. Absolutely.
No, he was.
No doubt. No doubt. We talked about that.
And the thing is, when you got that kind of, when you have that in your repertoire, it's somebody to stop you. If you can hit a jump shot, and you can go left or right, nobody really can stop you on the court.
That's true.
You're right. You're going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, you can make a lot of money.
Well, one thing I used to like the world is a man could be right on top of you, and boy, you go up for that jump shot. Next thing you know, he's down here, and you way.
Keep going. Yeah.
I mean, when you released on your jump shot, boy, you were way up there.
Well, thanks, AC. But I had like from bike riding in my old days. I used to ride bikes to make my legs strong, and I had a 40-point vertical leap off the ground, so I could get up over that cross easily, you know, by jumping.
Right.
But the thing for me was not because being that I wasn't tall. You know, I'm 6'2",
right.
And you had the 6'8" guys and everybody like Magic and them guys guarding me. So my thing was I knew I had to go ahead and jump over people.
And you did, of course, playing, as fans may not, younger fans may not know, you came out of small college, North Carolina, and it really had to prove yourself.
At Guilford, at Guilford College, at Greensboro, North Carolina. And yeah, it was a small school. We had 1,000 students in it. And I remember a friend of mine asking me to go there. And I said, wait a minute. We won the city championship that year and went 24-0 in Canarsie High School. And all the colleges all over the country wanted me to their school. And this little school come to my mom's house. And all the big colleges offered my mom everything. And this little college came and got me.
Pretty smart.
Yeah.
Saric and then just 3 after Kyrie scored back-to-back buckets.
It's amazing how things happen, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a great world, man. I mean, like.
Kevin Love on the fadeaway.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Tristan Thompson with that rebound. Another chance for the guys in orange. Worn by World and Company. And John Bagley and those guys. Phil Hubbard on that crew. Roy Hinson, remember, Stuskus on the miss. Rebound, bucked out of there. I mean, 84-85 club was pretty deep with bigs. Mark West came off the bench. Ben Pokettamy.
Lonnie Shaw.
Yeah,
right.
Big Lonnie.
Big Lonnie.
Yeah.
One of the toughest dudes ever to play, right?
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I remember him and Buck Johnson used to always go at it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. It was like, you know.
They didn't like each other.
At all.
At all.
From Bourbon.
One time by the Coliseum, didn't go back by the locker room, as I recall?
Yeah. I was in it. I was.
Where are you?
Excuse me, I was there.
He was there.
Not a peacemaker, not between those two big guys. Big Buck was 6'8".
Yeah, a big man. Those guys were big.
Right.
Yeah.
And didn't mind tussling. Didn't mind tussling.
Yeah, didn't mind tussling.
That's right.
Did not mind it.
Holes for that jumper. Here comes Kevin Love going right at Saric. Draws that foul. Clever move that time by Kevin Love.
Yep.
That's what you call a veteran move right there.
Yes, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And see, Saric, being that he's just 21 or something, he's going to learn that. He's from Croatia. And, you know, they play a different style of basketball.
Yep.
Right.
But he's learning a whole lot since the beginning of the year. This man is night and day with his basketball.
Yeah, I remember when we first played him, first part of the season, he's playing totally different than he played in the first part of the season.
Yes, his confidence level and everything done jacked up. I mean, it's unbelievable.
But you mentioned Tony Kukoc. He was from Croatia, a left-handed version. Well decorated with the Chicago Bulls. But Saric, I think, is going to win Rookie of the Year. It would be Embiid if he played enough games, but I think this young man's going to win the Rookie of the Year, be the 3rd one in franchise history.
Well, that lets you know right now that how great Joel Embiid played that last month or whatever he played.
Right. Oh,
for you to be like recognized as being Rookie of the Year.
But I'm telling you, he was awesome, man.
It was unbelievable.
Hitting three-point shots. I was like, man, where's this guy
I saw him handling the ball. I remember Isaiah Thomas from the Boston Celtics tried to steal a ball from the guy. At the top of the key. He put it between his legs.
Did he?
Put it behind his back. All same move. You know what I mean? Went straight for he jumped from where that foul line was and dunked the ball.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Kevin Love and a nice seal. Well, I mean, it's a pleasure to see you. I know everybody in Guilford College felt they knew you, and everybody in Cleveland feels like they know you too. So it's been a pleasure to see you good again. And
Thank you.
I love that lapel pin you're wearing for a couple minutes.
Hey, well look, we're on television right now. What did you say? I'll be walking on that side of the line. Oh boy.
All right, we want you to hang. It's not a full break, but look at your numbers. Of course, 23 points a game, with nearly 300 games against the Cavs. Second best in Cavalier lore. I mean, I know you always fondly remember your days here.
Yes. I had a great time here. I really did. I mean, if I had to do it all over again, this would be my stop. Definitely. I love it, and I love the Cleveland fans. I got one more thing to say on your TV. I'm going to talk to Mr. Gilbert. And I want one more thing to happen.
Okay.
I love my man Joe Tate. And what happened in the city of Philadelphia, in the city of Cleveland. You know, back then, and the way it was a mess. I'm going to trying to anchor that number 21 up there in the rafters. Because all the great players like Campy Russell had, you know, We're gonna try to do something.
We're going to try to do something.
Not you, but I'm gonna do it.
No, hey, listen.
I'm gonna talk to Mr. Gilbert and say, just think about it one day. One day.
One day.
He will save basketball this time. LeBron James! Who certainly has cemented basketball in this town, 60-40.
Cavaliers doing a good job of getting out in the open floor. Turnovers galore.
Kyrie with a steal. Up top. Oh, St. Vincent, St. Mary. LeBron throws it down, 62-40. World B, that was for you.
That's my partner.
I know. And you guys work good together.
Thank you.
That's right, sir.
Y'all guys take care.
Seeing you.
I enjoy myself.
You're a Cleveland treasure, even though we only had you for 3.5 years. But tell Philadelphia we borrowed you tonight.
I did it. They already know that. You know what I mean? But I tell you, the city of Cleveland, beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Love it.
Thank you.
Well, certainly had a great time with World B Free. Cavaliers 2. They were 22-9, outscoring them with the World B on our broadcast table. Our Warmings game summary. LeBron James putting on the show, isn't he? With 18 first-half points. As the number 7 all-time scorer, Dario Saric has advertised. The aggressive player for them now, with so many injuries especially. He's got 7 so far, and Kyrie Irving's got 15 points.
The Cavs, I think, Fred, are doing a good job defensively. That's why the offense is coming, because they're causing turnovers, offensive rebounding the ball. They're doing a little bit of everything here in this first half.
Holmes at the line. Hits the first. Was not recruited out of high school at all, out of the Chicagoland area. Went to junior college, and then started to get some sniffs and wound up going to Bowling Green, and turned out very well. Back defensive player of the year, his final year with the Falcons. And earlier this year, he was their 4th string center, playing behind the likes of Embiid and Jahlil Okafor and Nerlens Noel, and just biding his time. And now getting the opportunity to show what he can do.
Yeah, he's going to be a keeper for this franchise, just like Embiid will be when he gets back. And we know Ben Simmons is going to be there.
JR for 3. Good looking jumper for J.R. Smith.
Well, you started to see a little bit of it in Chicago.
Yep.
You started to see he's getting his legs under him now. He's making those type of shots now.
Yeah, he knocked down 3 at the United Center. Hello, Cabarro on the miss. JR's only taken 3 shots tonight. He's hit 2. JR, quick trigger. But how big would it be when number 5 comes back to form?
Oh boy, it's huge, because the Cavaliers need his output, because they have the big 3, but they need that 4th score.
Because those 3 draw so much attention. T.J. McConnell scored his first 2.
Oh, to me, it's a cake job to be the 4th guy supported by the big 3.
Thompson came to the ball, takes his time and scored. Nice patience by Kyrie Irving.
Because you can't guard it, can't double team everybody, and JR will get so many uncontested shots that he'll just have a field day once he gets his legs under him.
Long sends a long 3 and hits a nice stroke. Sean Long played his college ball at Louisiana Lafayette for 4 years. Grew up in that state as well. Played high school ball there. 67-47. Kyrie changing gears. JR catch and shoot. The bottom! Looking good. JR Smith. He's got 9. 70-47. Good guy.
I mean, you can see he's got his legs under him, goes up through his shoulders, and you can just see the shot is right on target.
Yeah, he exploded through that shot. Right in front of us. T.J. McConnell keeps it alive. Tough little shot that spins out. Kyrie Irving with good deep. One up with a loose ball. Cavaliers on the attack mode. Weak side feed stolen by the long arm. Lalo Cabarro. Now Philly can take the final shot of this quarter. Cavaliers, though, have held them to 18 points. Much more like it in this quarter.
They've done a great job.
McConnell gives up on a driving kick. Holmes hits that 3 ball.
You got that sidewinder spin on the ball, but it goes in.
McConnell stole it and put it down. So 5 quick points. A little lapse of concentration that time by the Cavs. But still, they head off the floor as the diff says +8.
You know, we play with pace. We know once we get up and down the floor, we put the ball in Bron's hands, Kyrie's hands, good things usually happen. We just have to continue it.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Guys, back up to you.
All right, and to Coach's point, Cavs had 49 total possessions in the first half, nearly a third of them, 16 of the transition variety, which I know you love.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, to me, Fred, that's who the Cavaliers are. And then you see here, Kyrie at the basket, outside. I mean, a nice situation of having the defense on their heels. But he wants to get the Cavaliers to start to develop good habits. You've got to have habits going into the playoffs, and they have to be good habits that you can rely on going into the playoffs.
That's our KFC bucket chart. Kyrie has not taken a three so far here tonight. Gets it against McConnell. Rises. Short that time. Thompson kept it alive. Another chance for the guys in orange. Kevin Love steps into a three. Love is in the air here in the third quarter.
Yep, Cavaliers come right out. Kevin Love starts it out from deep in the queue.
So he's got 15 points to go with 7 rebounds. Justin Anderson out there up front. Goes right at Thompson with the left hand. No! Spins into the big hands of Tristan. Back the other way. LeBron steps in the three. Rebound to McConnell. He's out there with Lamar Cabarro. O'Connell to the hole, spins it up and in. I'm sure he's got friends and family here.
Yeah, he's pretty clever with how he attacks the basket. But he's not a leaper, but he does a good job of getting his body in the right spot.
O'Connell grew up in the Pittsburgh area, played for his dad in high school at Chartiers Valley. Kyrie Irving too firm. O'Connell decided after 2 years at Duquesne, after watching the Elite Eight in Pittsburgh, he said, I think I can play at a higher level. And went to Arizona where he was a fine player with the Wildcats. Missed that jumper though. Kevin Love off a pick-and screen, and he missed it. Rebound to the Sixers. Saric up front for them with Holmes and Anderson. Good strong show by Thompson, had to reclaim Saric. Holmes nothing there. A lot of people moving, but nothing happening for Philly. Offhand Anderson, a bump, wanted to whistle, didn't get it. He hit a tough shot.
Well, I don't know how he hit that shot. LeBron got his hand on it.
Justin Anderson has 9. He averages 6.5 points a game. With these guys, 7 tonight after coming over from Dallas. Opening couple of minutes plus into this second half. LeBron wide open. They forgot about it.
How can you forget about LeBron James? They just disappeared. LeBron stopped on a dime and knocked it down.
75-56 is LeBron again over 50% shooting, a nightly occurrence for him. He's 8 of 14. The ball game shooting 54% from the floor.
The Cavs have had their woes, but LeBron has been the one constant through it all.
Sure, shuffled the shoes as he slid it. Good hard trap by the Cavaliers.
They're doing a good job of trapping at the right time. When he turns, JR's right there to face him. Cause the turnover.
Kevin Love airs it out for 3. And a timeout for Brett Brown. Going Greg Popovich on him right now. He's having a one-way conversation down there as Kevin Love's got 18.
I like the pace the Cavaliers are keeping on. The key is how long can they keep the pace up, because that is what they're going to need going into the playoffs.
We'll be back. Cavaliers in front by 22.
Just right here. And when I say go,
it's been an and one kind of night for LeBron James and company. He came in the ball game number 5 in the league with 45. He's got a couple of those as the Cavaliers have 5 and one completions. Bringing the energy, brought to you by IGS Energy.
You're right, attacking the basket, open floor, half court, getting inside. Those are the situations that create the and ones, and the Cavs have done a good job of doing that.
Cavs have also done a great job on the offensive board. As you can see, LeBron right now with 47. That's up to date. Number 5 in the league. But Tristan Thompson has 6 of the 11 offensive rebounds. Saric rather cut off by Thompson. Anderson launches for 3, threw up a cinder block wide left.
Well, he shot that like he knew exactly where it was going, and it missed the target completely.
Inside, on the float, Kyrie Irving.
Being able to change speeds when you need to, so important, and Kyrie's one of the best.
Kyrie had a couple of off-night shooting in San Antonio and Chicago, but boy, not tonight. He's got it back, 8 of 13 from the floor. Got a foul, will send Saric to the free throw line.
Yeah, Kyrie doing a good job of changing speeds, getting a nice little floater to go in.
Mentioned earlier that Saric's dad played professionally in Croatia. Was actually a teammate there of the late, great Drazen Petrovic, who tragically lost his life in a car accident.
Oh, he was a good basketball player.
Remember, he started off slowly in his career, and then once he caught fire with the Nets.
Oh, boy, he just... Whew.
He was a world-class two-guard.
Yep.
The sport really missed a special talent in person in Drazen Petrovic, rather. A little more than 3 minutes in. From weak side, Kevin Love set his feet. Short though. J.R. Smith kept it alive. Love on the misfire. Chased down by Tristan Thompson, offensive board number 7. Inside LeBron James, unselfish play.
Cavaliers scramble defense, and LeBron James throws the hammer down.
McConnell on the miss, cleaned up by Holmes, and Rashawn Holmes will look for the N1. Well, let's go back to the Tristan Thompson hustle just a moment ago. Our AT&T high-speed replay.
They're doing a good job of staying after it, and once he gets it to Kyrie, Kyrie did a nice little shovel pass to LeBron, but good hustle by Double T, and he also understood where he was throwing the ball.
Irving with 8 assists. You know, Brett Brown was saying before the ball game, he knows the Cavs have struggled of late, but he said they are the type of team that can flip that switch and immediately go into championship mode. And we've seen plenty of that here tonight.
Well, to me, again, I think the Cavs need to get these 3 home games and put that type of pressure on themselves to go into Boston and beat Boston there. That's when they'll get their swagger back, and that's how they should be looking at it.
And for the first time this year, they got a surplus of 2 home games left over home, or over road rather. As the ball went off, Kevin Love, he thought he was fouled. No whistle. As Cavs get it back off the Philadelphia knockaway. Now Saric gets it back. Keep in mind, Saric at 6'10" can really handle it.
Right.
Ball denial by J.R. Smith. Good D by the Cavs. Ball squirts loose by Long. Into the hands of Saric. Backs up for 3. Rims it out. Good box out by LeBron James. Kevin Love rim running against Saric. No. Shot he normally knocks down.
Yeah, but that shot there should have been with the left hand. He had perfect position for the left hand flip.
Long run off the spot. Saric put in the right hand.
I don't know where he was going with that one.
he was like, I can't do anything. Bail me out.
Right, yeah. Right? Here, you take it.
They got into that phone booth and tried to get the 911 call.
Yeah, Kevin was in good spot right there to use the left hand there. You just bring his shoulder right around into that square and make the shot. But that time he chose to shoot it, a fall-away jumper.
LeBron James had to give it up. Irving against McConnell, overplay to his right shoulder. LeBron giving space. Says thank you very much from 3. 3-0.
LeBron James.
So give him 25 on 10 of 16 from the floor. McConnell directing traffic. Really taking a lot of time here. Yeah, they pass it more than anybody in the league in passes per game. And Long on the offensive board.
You see, those are great habits to develop. This team, I'm telling you, Fred, when they get healthy, Simmons is back, Embiid, they're going to be seasoned. They're going to be ready to play. They just have to get seasoned so they can play in the big games. But they're developing good habits right now.
Be interesting to see what they do in the draft if they get a top-level pick in a point guard laden draft. If they do go for a young electric point guard when they've got Simmons already slated to play that position at 6'10", or is World B. Free says even taller than that.
You're right. Well, to me, I'd wait and see how Simmons handles the position, because you don't know what he might morph into because of his size. I mean, you can't just stick him there and then find out he can't do the position properly.
Plus, you always want to draft the best player, right? Not necessarily Gurney. Blocked by J.R. Smith. He shut his water off. Back the other way. J.R. started it and finished it.
J.R. Smith is on the way back. Blocks the shot and knocks the three down deep in the queue.
Boy, he looks like himself tonight, really, for the first time since coming back as Long Masters. And did a howl at the moon at LeBron James. That was kind of odd. They're down 25. As LeBron goes to work, spins it right back at him. So give him 27.
LeBron said, okay, let's play, boy. Let's play.
He's outscored Long in his career by over 27,000 points at last check.
Yeah. So you want to go head up? Let's go here. JR with a nice block. Off to the races. Stops on a dime. Deep in the queue.
But I think you're right, AC. He's really getting his legs into those shots here tonight. Just looks like himself.
Yes, he does. In his confidence level, you can, when he releases the ball, he knows where it's going.
LeBron James right down Euclid for two. An easy one. So he's got 11 in the quarter.
Long has got LeBron's dandruff up, and LeBron is ready to go.
he caught what he did a moment ago.
Right.
Here comes Henderson. Missed the shot, rebound Long, back up and in. So using the upper body strength, Sean Long. Good size at 6'9". Had a double-double against Indiana recently, 15 and 10. He was actually cut in camp by these guys. 3 more. LeBron James, he's got 32.
Well, they're going to let LeBron just waltz right in and take the jumper. He's going to do it every time. That's the one thing a shooter loves, is that's to have a rhythm into a shot.
LeBron's 3 of 6 now from deep. Stauskas back out there, double team, hard pressure, almost walk, stolen by Kyrie Irving. Down the floor to 23, one man to beat. McConnell fouled him.
Cavaliers are getting a lot of turnovers.
Let's see if they consider clear path. I think they may review it, and they will. I'm going to say that this is going to be clear path. That's going to be my guess.
Yes, well, I would say.
Although no, it won't, because they did not begin at the top of the circle. So I'm going to.
Oh,
Can I change my mind?
Well, yes, you can change your mind.
Okay. Thanks to video review, I changed my mind. That will not be a clear path.
I wonder if the ref will come over and explain this one to us like he did the last time.
Ronnie Garrett's the crew chief. Getting help from Secaucus. Because it did not start at the top of the circle, I'm going to say no. LeBron was head of the pack. But again, you can see Kyrie's pass came from below that tip of the circle. So it's a common foul. All right.
Mark, we're going for the good guys.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Joe Borgia will, at the broadcast seminar, will say, yeah, the Cleveland guys got one right for a change. It's kind of fun because kind of quizzes in the offseason to make sure that we're on top of the rules, and many times point out when we're wrong, justifiably so. So you better do your homework.
But
all knocked away. Stauskas stolen by Kevin Long. Cavaliers like a creamsicle. 4-on-1 inside. J.R. Smith. 4-on-1, and they complete it.
Cavaliers have their defensive efforts now have really got them off and running now. I think this team, you know, after a night like tonight, will understand the level of defense they have to play against these next opponents here at home.
I know it's a banged-up Philadelphia club, but could this be an impetus to get back to playing the kind of basketball they know they have to play?
Oh, yeah. I mean, winning helps everything, Fred. Winning helps it all. I mean, because it gives you a blueprint on what you have to do.
Henderson on launch, no. I mean, these guys recently beat Boston. They beat Chicago recently. And this is a banged-up club with those wins. We're not talking about the Joel Embiid days when they had a winning month of January when they were 10-5 and set Philadelphia basketball on fire. But the Cavaliers, all Cavs, all the time, second and third quarters. JR, welcome back, buddy.
Your Eddie's Nick.
Ready, Jeff Phelps here in the Fox Sports Ohio studios. During our halftime report, we saw the Orlando Magic up by 7 on the Celtics in Boston at halftime. Kept it going early in the third. Terrence Ross hits that one. It was a 13-point lead for the Magic, but here come the Celtics. Jaylen Brown followed up by Al Horford. Celtics on a 20-6 run in the third quarter, and they have a 1-point lead right now on the Magic, Fred, midway through the third.
Yeah, back and forth. We'll keep our eye on that one. That would be a stunner if Orlando could shock the Celtics. Milwaukee beat them the other night. So as you look at the East standings, Cavaliers tied on the loss column. And they'll face them on Fox Sports Ohio next Wednesday in Boston. Kyrie Irving saunters to the lane.
Well, see, to me, Fred, the whole season comes down to this week. If the Cavaliers winning these home games and then go into Boston and beat the Celtics, that will be the Cavaliers season, and that'll get them ready for the playoffs.
They would thus win the tiebreaker as Long follows it in. They've beaten Boston twice here already, early in the season. And without Kevin Love, pushed them to the limit last time. Kyrie Irving, nice touch off the glass.
Kyrie Irving with another dance to the hoop.
So give him 21, so he's got 20 points in a game or better. Now, as he continues that stretch, 23 out of 24. As the Cavaliers have set the century mark. Still with more than a quarter to play. Anderson thinking about it. Dribbled himself out of offense and a 24-second violation. That's just a mistake by Anderson.
Yeah. Not understanding what the time clock is all about is what that turnover was. What caused that turnover?
Let's check in with Allie Clifton. Al.
AC, Fred, you guys are both talking about that Boston game on the horizon for the Cavaliers. I had a chance to talk with James Jones this past week about kind of the state of the team, and he actually called that game against Boston coming up a pivotal one for the Cavs. He said, yeah, they're facing some adversity right now, but it's all about paying attention to detail, stacking possession on possession, and really down this stretch, taking this adversity head on, knowing what it will do in the long run.
J.R. Smith missed. Yeah, without question, it's a game that because of the standings, Champ knows. Not that they're measuring themselves, because I hate that term. It's kind of a media term. You measure yourself. No. You just want to make sure that you're playing the best basketball against the best teams at that stage of the season.
If you think about what the Cavaliers have gone through and how the world is all wondering what's going on with the Cavaliers, if they win these home games and go into Boston and beat Boston, nothing else would be said.
101-73 as Long knocks down the long distance one. He's got 14 points and 6 of 8 shooting. Long picks up Kyrie on a switch. Kevin Love inside, no. Irving measured the 3. So Kyrie's got 24 now. His first triple launch tonight. Game of the ball game. Shooting 39.5% from deep. That's his 163rd triple. Henderson had to give it up. Stauskas steps into one and hits it.
He's got a great release. Great release.
He grew up as a kid north of Toronto, playing basketball in the wintertime outside with gloves with the fingers torn out of them so he could grip the basketball.
Yeah, that's the way you do it.
Ball kicked out of bounds.
I think most of the guys that play this game when they're young at some time had to play on ice. I mean, that's just what you do.
Yeah, unless you lived in California or Florida.
Exactly,
Arizona, right?
But most of them played in inclement weather or had to play in bad surfaces.
J.R. Smith surveys, backs out, rims out. Thompson got a piece of it, couldn't collect it. Here comes Stauskas. Final half minute of the quarter. Henderson, stop sign applied by Thompson, still scored it.
Gerald Henderson.
So good body control that time by Gerald Henderson. Now in his 8th year, grew up in Philadelphia. His dad, Gerald, won a couple of championships.
Yeah, good player. He's a good golfer, too.
Son was a scratch golfer in high school.
Yeah, he can hit it so far you can't see the ball.
Got a foul on Philadelphia.
Fouls on Philadelphia, number 12, Gerald Henderson.
Yeah, imagine being a scratch golfer like Gerald Henderson in high school.
I know, that's amazing.
Before went on to Duke.
I played behind him. Played behind him in front of behind him one time, and it was a 400-yard hole. he drove it over the green, Fred.
Wow.
Must have been down.
Here comes Kyrie against a double team, and they run out of time.
Well, he has that kind of length, and it was kind of a dog leg hole, so he just went across the dog leg and drove it.
So 3 quarters in the books. Cavaliers in firm control here, leading by 27 on Fox Sports Ohio.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.
Brought to you by Cedar Point, the Scream Team.
Brothers, you know so well. It started way back in history with that rhyme, CA and me. My turn.
The Scream Team.
Against Stauskas, turns on him. And put it down! Kyrie to steal. Up top! Oh, St. Vincent, St. Mary! Blocked by J.R. Smith. He shut his water off. Back the other way. J.R. started it and finished it.
J.R. Smith is on the way back.
Some of the highlights of the first 3 quarters of the Cavaliers wearing the Hardwood Classic orange here tonight. Leading by 27, out shooting them. Out rebounding them by 10, including in the offensive glass 13 extra caroms and 7 offensive boards for Tristan Thompson. As we begin the 4th quarter with Nick Stauskas in the backcourt.
Yeah, that's amazing. 7 offensive rebounds, unbelievable.
While Cabarro out there also in the backcourt. Good catch by Stauskas, playing the point guard spot right now. Saric flares out. Front ironed it. Cavaliers counter with Fry, Shumpert, LeBron James, Darren Williams, and DeAndre Liggins. Liggins on the spin move. Why does he give it up? Williams thought about that 3 against his former teammate Justin Anderson. They want to post up Fry against a hard trap double team. Now they got to hurry. Shump knows the clock to LeBron James, and he was fouled! Looking for his 3rd and 1 of the night.
He is so good, Fred, at reading that situation.
Yep.
Even if it's Kyrie or whoever has the ball, he waited to the exact moment to make that diagonal cut to the basket. He does that so well, and when he gets inside, there's not many people that can stop him because he already has momentum. Goes up strong, takes a bump, goes to the line, opportunity for 3 points.
In that read, what is he looking for? What is he seeing?
He's waiting for whoever's guarding him to turn his back. And once he turns his back, boom, it's open.
Yeah, great recognition. 106-77. Just the freebies, 3 of 6 to the line tonight, but everything else has been splendid. And then some. Lowell Cabarro run off the spot. Good defense by Shumpert. Saric on the run. Back to TLC. Pestered and partially blocked by Shumpert. Here comes LeBron James. Looking at 3 blue shirts. Now they're on a play. Biggest lead has been 32 here tonight.
See, and you look at the 5 on the floor, these are all new to each other, most of them, and that's what Coach Lou is trying to get at. Darren Williams takes him straight to the hoop for two. But you got to get these guys playing time together so they can understand how to do it when they're out there with each other.
Lalo Cabaret on the finish. So the Frenchman will toe the line for a couple here. Played 4 years professionally in France. LeBron James comes off presumably for the rest of the night. As you get a look at Darren Williams square up bucket a moment ago.
Well, you know, when you talk about rest, these are the kind of games that you have to take advantage of and rest your players, and that's what he's doing.
So LeBron, 30 minutes tonight, 34 points. Derek Williams checks in. Nice inside, nice finish by D. Will.
It looked like he didn't know what to do, what he wanted to do, till he got right to the basket and he says, okay, I'll use the right hand for this one.
D. Will 2, out there with D. Will 1. As so dubbed by Ty Lue. Oscars almost walked. Holmes sandwiched. Hit a tough shot.
I tell you, boy, I like his game.
I do too.
He's a very good player. He can ad-lib a lot, and he's good with the standstill jumper.
He's at 4 double-figure rebounds as well. Finally getting a chance to play now with the departure of Nerlens Noel and the injury to Okafor. Just stayed ready. Shot clock at 2. Nice roll inside. Fry didn't look at the bucket. And run
That's not knowing what's going on with the shot clock.
And Channing points to his chest saying, I know I got to shoot that ball. That's me.
Yep. You always have to know what's going on around you.
Because he was right at the rim. He was being unselfish, but with the clock, there was no time for a pass and a shot.
Right.
Chance, okay, we'll give you that one pass there, Channing Frye. Talk about a guy that says the right thing at the right time. James Jones, and everybody listens.
He's going to be. I think he's going to be a coach. Even though he wants to be a general manager.
Whatever he wants to do, I don't care if he wants to get into politics. He's going to succeed. He will. He just will. He's got that bonding ability with people. He's like the old E.F. Hutton commercial when he speaks. Everybody listens. Lalo Cabarro on the bucket. He's got 15. Sixers trail 110-83. They'll be shorthanded the rest of the way. As I mentioned, Robert Covington, their best defender, out for the rest of the season. Okafor as well with a knee. They're going to pick up a 16th player, which you can do when you have 4 players. Will miss as much time as they have and will, so they'll add that extra player to the roster soon. Stay tuned. 8:33 left to play in the 4th quarter here. Cavaliers all over the Sixers tonight.
All right, fans, get ready as you want the draw for tonight's Phantom Fireworks 50-50 winner. The winning ticket number is 190.
Ignite at the Q. And the Cavaliers leading 110-83 as you have to figure out who the baby pictures went to. Channing Frye, an easy pick there. Coming up in the next 72 on Fox Sports Ohio. Cavs against the Pacers Sunday at 5:30. Blue Jackets and Capitals Sunday at 5:30. I think also Sunday after the game on the next 72 on Fox Sports Ohio. 6 games left for the Jackets. They trail the Caps by 4 points to the top spot in the East. And the top spot overall for the President's Trophy.
You know Columbus is going to be on fire for playoffs, the hockey. And you know it's going to be on fire. They haven't had much, most of the college sports down there.
McConnell gave it up. Anderson long 3, came up short and then got the bounce. So soft touch for the big man as Justin Anderson has 12. I want to wish happy birthday to my significant other, the weather chick, who's been under the weather all week, so hopefully this performance, like Shup's drive, is making her feel a little bit better.
Yes, well, happy birthday, Beth. I hope you feel better, dear.
It's been a tough week.
I'm not going to beat Fred up too much tonight because this game is pretty much under control.
You feel pretty good about this one, huh?
Yeah, I feel good about this one.
As Holmes in the lane scores, and he's got 17. 112-88. Traveling is tough, but sometimes it's good because Q is pretty highly contagious. So kept my pipes in working order with as much as we've been on the road, traveling so much.
Shumpert doing a good job of going up to the other side of the basket to lay it in.
Rolling inside, Channing Frye. No hesitation there.
Defense a little step behind. Cavaliers make them pay.
So the Cavs now with 27 assists. Very high number. They average 22 and a half a game. Off that turnover. Shumpert measuring Anderson. Nice pull up. In rhythm, but he missed it. Here comes McConnell. Going to the hole. Fights it up. And T.J. McConnell is going to shoot a couple. He's had a couple of game winners this year in the final second. In fact, beat the New York Knicks at the buzzer.
And he did a good job then of exposing the ball and holding on to it long enough to get the defender to react to it.
McConnell's actually become quite a cult hero.
He holds it up long enough to make Darren react to the move.
McConnell gets the first of two. The Cavs take on the Magic Tuesday at 7. All fans will get a Channing Frye bobblehead courtesy of Car Parts Warehouse. Tickets still available at Cavs.com/tickets. Basketball is presented by Discount Drug Mart. I mean, you look at McConnell walking on the street, looks like any other guy. In fact, his dad and him went to a nightclub near the arena where you get in free if you have your ticket. And he didn't have a ticket, obviously, because he played the game, and the bouncer at the door wouldn't let him in. He says, "You don't have your ticket." He said, "Oh, I play for the Sixers." I said, "No, you don't." He said, "I'm T.J. McConnell." He said, "No, you're not." He didn't recognize him. Looked like every ordinary Joe. Frye thought about that three. Off the bounce. Rebound to the Philadelphians. Here comes McConnell leading. Oh, Cabo, nice finish. Body control there.
Yes.
So the rookie's got 17. His rookie season best is 18. So they got some pieces moving forward, as you mentioned.
Fred, this team in 2 or 3 years is going to be hard to handle.
If they draft right. And Brian Colangelo, now their general manager, you figure he will. He's got a great track record. 2-time executive of the year. McConnell sends it and hits it.
Yeah, he's crafty, I tell you. He's not fancy, but he knows how to play the game.
You know, like Kirk Heinrich and all those guys over the years who played for their dads in high school, they're always well schooled.
Right.
And McConnell, a great example of that. Was a state high school championship runner-up his senior year in Western Pennsylvania. McConnell with a hustle did a belly flop. I didn't know he played for the swim team, too. That's a timeout on the floor. But McConnell with a hustle nonetheless. Past the halfway mark of the fourth quarter on Hardwood Classics night. Cavaliers +20.
Now it's time to color.
Moondog sharing the wealth here tonight in a 114-94 Cavalier count. 5.5 to go in this fourth quarter. Our Spitzer Auto Stores game summary. Cavaliers and high handoffs aplenty. One to Kevin Love, one to J.R. Smith, and some and ones. They've had 6 of those. With persistence, attacking that rack here tonight, 54 points in the paint.
You're right, and that's so important, Fred. And the reason why they're scoring in the paint, because they're playing an open game. They are running, causing turnovers, getting out in the open floor, and using their athleticism. They don't get to use that when they play those half-court games with no passing.
Cavaliers, not one of the better teams in amassing points off turnovers, but doing it tonight here. 114-94. Good screen set by Derek Williams. Channing Frye rolled inside and was fouled.
And see, it's so important that this group on the floor, they get time together, because they gotta have, they're gonna need that, even though in the playoffs you might not use that many people, 10, but at the same time they have to have a feeling of what it's like to play with each other.
And that's been part of the issue with injury and the acquisitions like Derek Williams and Derek. Williams on the misfire, rebound to Stauskas. and they had to do it on the fly without a lot of practice time. Boston leading early fourth quarter at home against Orlando, trailed much of the first half. Indiana trailing Toronto at last report. Whereas TLC has 19. In fact, Indiana has now lost. So they've fallen into 8th place, and they are barely hanging on against Chicago. They've lost 5 of the last 6. They come in here Sunday night. Fry and escape dribble. Rebound to the Sixers. Yeah, Indiana's fallen on hard times of late.
Yes, they have.
And Chicago has a big schedule advantage. After they play Atlanta in their next game, the Bulls will have their final 6 games against teams with losing records.
Oh, boy. Well, they got a good shot to get in then, unless they lose their focus.
Well, and the Bulls have had trouble all season losing to teams that they should not lose to and beating teams that they maybe shouldn't do, as they beat the Cavs 4 straight.
And then that's lack of focus.
And they're hoping to have Dwayne Wade back for the playoffs if they get there. Liggins on the shot that goes around. Inside 4 minutes to go. And Brett Brown wants a timeout. Always coaching to the very end to teach his young guys to play the right way.
That's exactly right.
At the recent game, he called a timeout 50 seconds into the game. We'll be back.
Tonight's FanDuel Top.
Come on! Come on!
By Liberty Ford, different kind of post-game for us, Campy. What stands out tonight as opposed to the 3 games in the losing streak?
Just to me, it's the overall effort tonight on both ends of the court. I like their pace all through the game. I like how aggressive LeBron James and the whole team has been all night long. So they just have to now bottle that up and take it out through the rest of the season.
They're doing what they're supposed to do against a struggling basketball team. And that's really good to see, Fred and AC.
Yeah, a blueprint for success at both ends of the floor. Well, as we mentioned, Indiana has lost. So they now have fallen a half game behind Miami into that 8th spot and barely hanging out against Chicago. Again, we'll see those Pacers on Sunday, but when you got Paul George on the floor, you were a dangerous threat to anybody.
That's true.
Stauskas scored. 114-98. Wide of the mark. See, the Cavs can finish strong now with this group on the floor. Fry against Anderson, given the space, and he hit it.
The one thing you can't do is back off of Fry when he's in that position because he's ready to shoot the ball at all times.
So Channing 4 of 7 shooting the ball. Stauskas lost the ball, but then was fouled. There it was. So side out for the Sixers. Boy, that game for you Sunday, 5:30. Note the early time. Pre-game show, Cavaliers Live here on Fox Sports Ohio. And the Pacers could be, who knows, a first-round opponent.
Yeah, right. But at this point, it seems like all the teams the Cavs are playing are teams that they might face when they play to beat teams from the East.
Williams tried to dislodge it, did so. Bounce toss to Liggins. Too deep to shoot. Fry will set it. And hit it for 3. Good night for Channing Fry.
Well, if you let him sit there like that, not much you can do. He's going to dot your eye deep in the cue.
So Channing's got a dozen. You can see Brett Brown, even though he's down 21, say, hey, I'm going to keep pounding it into you guys. We're going to do this thing the right way. He's got the patience of Job down there, Brett Brown, without question. And I enjoy listening to him in pregame media sessions because he's so thoughtful and has a way of expressing himself. And whether he's talking about his team or he's talking about the opposition, as he did the Cavaliers here tonight. But LeBron James, our key bank player of the game, little doubt why. 34 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. He's got 34 points on 22 shots. And when he has more points than shots, the Cavs are 32-8 this season.
Well, again, he's the leader, and he knows how to lead, and he leads in a very good fashion, and the team seems to follow him. When he starts it out, I mean, they have at least 27 assists now. I mean, when he starts it out, it seems like the team finishes the style of play that he sets up.
Good to see the smile on his face.
Yes, hadn't been too happy lately.
As the Cavs are going to finish the month As you see, a little Rich with Daddy there, who absolutely loves basketball. Little Rich, from the time he could walk, his first and foremost joy after a game is to take that basketball on the floor here at the Q. We'll be hearing from Pops coming up on Was It Something I Said during our Cavaliers Live postgame, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully RJ will be back Sunday. We don't know. He's still a little bit of knee tendonitis that he's dealing with.
Well, again, you know, he's a veteran. We just want to make sure he's healthy in 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the key. As the NBA playoffs will open up on Easter weekend. Backing on his long. Thiago Splitter back out there. Again, he's played very little minutes as planned. Derek Williams reels it in. Back come the Sixers, under 2.5 to play. As the Cavs are going to go to 48 and 27. Here comes Long in the pick and roll. So Sean Long, who's made this ball club now with a non-guaranteed multi-year contract, showing he wants to stay for the long haul. Pardon the pun.
He can probably feel that, you know, when they get going here with Simmons and Embiid coming back, it's going to be a nice place to be.
He felt on the misfire. Stauskas nowhere to go. In deep Splitter. Strip as Iman Shumpert chumped it.
Yeah, Iman doing a good job of what he always, you bring that ball down, he's going to get his hand on it.
Orlando now taking the early fourth quarter lead over the Celtics, making it tough. We'll see those guys next Tuesday. That's why you got to play them all on the schedule. As Splitter drew the contact, Cavaliers felt he pulled Iman Shumpert into him. You can see Shumpert's reaction to the foul. It's not, I agree with you. Yeah, Anderson actually pushed him in and then kind of dragged him down. But when we're up 19, my partner is going to let that fly.
I'm going to let that one go.
Yeah, I know.
But they always see the second guy. They never see the first guy. And I know why Shump's upset.
So Thiago Splitter at the line. This is, again, just his second game of the year. Yeah, a technical foul called, I guess.
Wow.
Or no, was it just a, I think it was just a foul before the inbound. That's the one free throw, and they keep the possession. Stay tuned for Cavaliers Live postgame. We'll keep you up to date on the Boston proceedings with the Orlando Magic. Jeffrey Campy, as Shumpert telling Anderson a moment ago, don't pull me down like that.
Right.
Or something like that. Was it something he said? James Jones off the Cavalier bench now. Stauskas stripped by Kay Felder. Ball was out of bounds and it's going to belong to the Cavaliers. Good quick hand by Kay.
Well, you could see he was measuring him up anyway. When he almost got it in, when he was in the middle of the floor, but he definitely got his hand on it as he dribbled away from the middle of the floor.
Buck and a half left in this one. Felder dancing with it. See if Felder launches one here. Given room by Splitter. Takes it inside. Sure off the glass. That's a shot he'll get better and better at. Finishing inside against big guys. And it took Isaiah Thomas a while to learn and master that practice. Cavaliers get it back.
But sometimes the mid-range shot is
hard to pass up.
It's a lot easier for him. Instead of going in there trying to be an acrobat every time, just go in there and take that little 10-foot shot and learn how to hit those little floating shots.
Yeah, a lot easier on your body.
A lot easier on your body.
And let's face it, Kyrie Irving's gone to that as time has gone on more and more.
Yes.
Williams sends it and hits it for three. Good looking stroke by Derek Williams. That's frankly why Kyrie's become one of the best mid-range shooters in the league. Adding that, he's always been a great finisher at the rim. Taking less contact there as Splitter was mowed over. And it's going to be a Cavalier foul.
You know, sometimes as a player, you just say, I'm going to take one foul. I'm going to just run over this guy.
Is that what you do?
You just say, I'm going to just go hit him. I'm going to hit him one good time. When you get, especially after about 3/4 of them setting picks on you all night, that last one, you're going to let him have it.
Well, Splitter getting that hip tested, that's for sure, after he had hip surgery a little more than a year ago. Hey, Jimmy Hanlon is back this Sunday night inside the Golf Zone. We'll bring you highlights from the weekend's tournament as everybody gets ready for the Masters, plus have great tips to improve your game. The Golf Zone tees off after the Cavs game Sunday night on Fox Sports Ohio. We talked the Memorial on our Cavaliers live pregame show as that tournament comes to Muirfield the end of May. And then the actual tournament commences on Thursday, June 1st.
And that is the pace that Coach Lou always wants. I mean, Liggins is doing a good job tonight of pushing that ball down the floor
every time.
Every time. I mean, regardless of the situation, he forces the defense to cover the whole floor.
As Liggins misfires on the first. Cavs led this by as many as 32.
Yeah, but the most important thing, Fred, is the rest. The starters have a chance to get almost a whole half a quarter of rest. That's a lot. That's big.
The Cavs with 30 assists here tonight. They've done that for the 12th time. Splitter, a rare three, and he hit it! Tiago Splitter with the first triple of his career. My goodness, stop the presses at the Philadelphia Inquirer. And in his home country of Brazil.
Right.
He's hit a three. Final seconds tick off, though. And the Cavaliers get it. A big-time ovation after losing 3 straight. Much more like it into the win column. A one-and-oh winner. Final score, Cavaliers 122 and the Philadelphia 76ers 105. And a feel-good performance. And now we'll await the outcome of Orlando and Boston as the Magic leading the Celtics by 2 with 4 minutes plus in that one. But the Cavs will get set for the Pacers with a much better performance here tonight.
Yes, they are, and I think they will be ready, Fred, because they understand now what's in front of them.
Allie will have a guest on the floor, all coming up next.